All right, welcome to RoofLink, and I'm going to give you a quick, brief sales overview on some of the RoofLink features. So here we are on our home page. As you can see, we have our whole plus lead button there that allows you just to put a quick lead form together and enter a lead into our system. Also, we're going to be putting a lead into the map here in just a moment. But any and all of your leads and prospects can be located here, and you can very easily even toggle over to your active jobs, jobs that are approved, signed contract, in production, things of that nature. Because RoofLink truly does allow you to go from lead creation all the way to job close with all the meat and potatoes in between. So we have here on our homepage some to-do items so you can assign your staff items to do, pick up materials, grab a check, things of that nature. You also have today's events, and this does fully integrate with your email and calendar if you're using Google or Outlook or even another service. Then we have notes, so these are all job notes. You can archive, create new notes on any job. Look at your most recent jobs that you were working on. And even starred jobs. These are jobs that maybe are just a little more important to you than others. And then nearby jobs. This is a really cool feature, especially if you're out canvassing and they say, hey, have you done one of my neighbor's houses? You could say, yeah, matter of fact, we have. We did Cliff over there on Horizon Trail. Pretty cool that you can do that. We also have leaderboards to look at, sales pipelines, and you can even change the view from graph to table if that's what you like. And lead sources, sales trends, and even jobs by type. So that's your dashboard right there. Everybody does have the ability to customize their own dashboard. Maybe some information is important to you, maybe it's not. So you can absolutely customize your dashboard there. Now, let's head on down here to our start jobs because I prepared one just to kind of show it off. So as you can see, we have a nice profile picture up there. And from this profile, you can use the phone, text, or email icon to communicate with your homeowner. There's also a little GPS arrow on the right, so no more fumbling around, copying and pasting, or remembering an address. You can just hit that guy right there, and it'll open up the GPS on your phone and take you where you got to go. When you're in the field, we even have a checklist that you can follow, and we'll come back to that in just a bit. And we have an activity log. Every time something takes place in this job, you're going to see it in recent activity, whether that be a contract signing or taking a picture, sending an email. It all gets recorded there. And what I've done here is I applied a template to some measurements that I put in. So you can manually enter measurements if you need to here. We also have roof drawing right there for you. Roof drawing is pretty cool. Basically allows you to trace out your own house, add all your hips and ridges and valleys and eaves and rakes and accessories, different pitches, additional labor items, decking, you name it, you can do it on the drawing. And again, we have notes inside the customer profile here. We even have inspections here that I've already created one of these, but as you can see, you can even come in and edit certain photos when you're really trying to get your point across right there. We'll give that just a second so you guys have that full capability of editing photos. Come on back here, and yes, you can absolutely customize your very own inspections. You know, if you like to check the drip edge first versus the roofing system, completely up to you. You can always do that. This also allows you to email that directly to your homeowner, but I'll give you a brief look here on what that looks like. So I'll head on down to our documents area here, and we have our inspection report here. And as you can see, it'll put together a very nice, clean PDF inspection report for you here, separating all of your photos. And that is a shareable PDF. Also here in the documents area, we have a document scanner. You can also, maybe you need to get a pre-contract signed before you move forward. No problem at all. We'll just go on down there and we'll find that, and we'll submit like so. And as long as you have an email address on file for your homeowner, believe it or not, RoofLink allows you to electronically sign. There's no limit to signing documents or taking photos. So this is just a quick contract that we put together based off the information we've already given the system. But to get that signed, pretty easy, enable signatures. And when you do that, it'll actually email that to your homeowner to sign just like a DocuSign, or you can select their name and sign in person. All right, moving on. I've already got my claim information. I went ahead and entered that. A little hidden secret about RoofLink that not a lot of people know about is the photos area down here. Any photo you take, when you hit view all, you can actually come over here and hit share job photos. That provides you with a live link. So what that means is maybe I've got 10 pictures here and I give that link to a homeowner, and then maybe tomorrow I add another 20, 30 pictures. As long as they click that link again and refresh the page, it'll show all the new photos. They'll have access to those photos for 30 days. You can add additional contacts. You can even take your payments right here in RoofLink. And any notes, SMS, email, again, you kind of see that at the top of the page and that bar up top. but then down below you'll see it in the boxes as well. So you have lots of options there. You can always add your claim information. All of this automates. So when I entered measurements and I selected a template, it brought me to this page, which allows me to come in and do all of my estimating. So you can change your RCV and depreciation amounts. You can convert work to not doing, add additional work if you need to. You can even do supplementing, upgrades, discounts, and change orders. And then when we're coming down here to profit, if you're ever in that retail realm or the give me a bid crowd, you can always come over here and quite literally just say, you know what, based off of my actual cost, I need to make 35%. And when we do that, you'll actually see it change the contract amount to exactly what we need to make based off of our actual cost. There is an area in RoofLink in the template area where you can go and put your labor pricing, product pricing, and what you want to charge per product. And that's how it all automates here. Set your payment schedules. This is truly a full estimate builder, everything you need to do right here. And then simply go to export, save your contract. And we'll say, since we're doing an insurance agreement today, we're going to go insurance packet and import like so. And when we exit out of that, we come on over here to documents. And let me refresh our page here. So basically just drawing a roof or putting in measurements and selecting a template will lead you to your estimate builder, which is very easy to use. And you can get contracts out all day long. Imagine signing at the door and not losing contracts anymore. And again, signing is so easy. Enable signatures and you can sign in person or via email, whatever you're more comfortable with. That choice is yours. Not only that, but let's go back to our checklist for a moment here. This is technically just a lead, but I've gotten it to the point where I'm comfortable approving it, so I will submit this job for approval. And then once I submit like so, I will then approve it. Watch this checklist. It'll actually change over to a production list. Roof not scheduled, not completed. And you'll start working your way through this checklist to get that job done. Even better at this point, just from this page here, I can go to my expenses. So this is after the job's been approved, I can actually jump down here and look at my full material order down to the very last nail of everything I need, because RoofLink's all about those automations. As you can see here, we have a checklist. We can approve this and we can even place the order, which means that you can send this directly to your supplier to have the order filled. We'll go back and you can also have your crews entered into the system. So you can then come over here and send off this work order directly to your crew. So again, automations, all about automations. But that's just a quick overview right there of RoofLink's capabilities. Come on in, check us out, get a demo. We would be happy to show you how this works in a streamlined process. Everybody loves RoofLink.